nation, will I kiss you for only once? Will I kiss? Leave us. Let me make it clear to you, this is what I'll never do. This or this, or this, or this, this is what I'll never, never do. This or this, or this, or this, this is what he'll never do. I'll never do. He'll never do. I'll never do. All this, this is what he'll never, never do.
There she goes. To think how entirely my future happiness is tied up in that little parcel. Really, it hardly seems worthwhile. Oh, matrimony! Now then, what is it? Can't you see I'm soliloquizing? You've interrupted an apostrophe, sir.
I am the bearer of a letter from His Majesty the Mikado.
A letter from the Mikado? What on earth can he have to say to me? Well, well, here it is at last. I knew it would come sooner or later. The Mikado is struck by the fact that there have been no executions in Thiroux in a year, and decrees that unless somebody is beheaded in 1 month, the post of Lord High Executioner will be abolished, and the city reduced to the rank of a village.
But that will involve us all in irretrievable ruin.
Yes, there's no help for it. I shall have to execute somebody at once. The only question is, whom shall it be?
Well, it seems unkind to say so, but since you're already under penalty for death for flirting, everything would point to you.
To me? Well, what are you talking about? I can't execute myself.
Why not?
Why not? Well, because in the first place, self-decapitation is an extremely difficult, not to say dangerous thing to attempt. And in the second place, it's suicide, and suicide is a capital offense. Ha!
This is true, no doubt.
We could reserve that point.
Yes, it could be brought in front of the full court in 6 months' time.
Besides, I don't see how a man can't cut off his own head.
A man might try.
Even if you were to only succeed in cutting it half off, that would be something.
It would be taken as an earnest to comply with the imperial will.
No, pardon me, there I'm adamant. As official headsman, my reputation is at stake, and I can't consent to embark on a professional operation unless I see my way to a successful result.
Oh, well, this professional conscientiousness reflects very well on you, but it puts the rest of us in a rather delicate position.
Sir, the delicacy of your position is grace itself compared to that of a man engaged in the act of cutting off his own head.
I am afraid that unless you can obtain a substitute.
Substitute? Certainly, nothing easier. Pooh, I appoint you Lord High Substitute.
I should be honored. Such an appointment would realize my fondest dreams. But no. At any cost, I must put bounds to my insatiable ambition. I am so proud if I allowed my family pride to be my guide. I'd volunteer to quit this sphere instead of you in a minute or two. But family pride must be denied and set aside and mortified and mortified.
My brain it teems with endless schemes for good and you for Thiroux, for Thiroux. But if I flip the benefit that I diffuse, the town would lose. Now every man to aid his plan should plot and plan as best he can.
I heard one day a gentleman say that criminals who are caught into can hardly feel the fatal steel and so are slain without much pain. If this is true, it's jolly for you, your courage screwed a bit aside you.
I am so proud.
My brain it teems with everybody doing as best you can. And so, although I'm ready to go, yet recollect for disrespect should I neglect to thus effect my aim direct. So I object.
And so, although I wish to go, and brightly shine, and take the line of a hero fine with grief condign, I must decline.
And go and show both friend and foe how much you dare. I'm quite aware it's your affair, yet I declare I take your share, but I don't much care.
I must.
So I object.
Your share, but I don't.
So I object.
Share, but I don't.
So I object.
Share, but I don't.
So I object. So I object. So I object.
Sitting in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. A dull, dark dock, a lifelong lock, a short, sharp shock, a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a pestilential prison and awaiting the sensation from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block.
This is simply appalling. I, who allowed myself to be respited at the last moment, simply in order to benefit my native town, am now required to die within a month, and that by a man whom I have loaded with honors. Is this public gratitude? Is this... Go away, sir. How dare you? Am I never to be permitted to soliloquize?
Oh, go on. Don't mind me.
Ah. What are you going to do with that rope?
I'm about to terminate an unendurable existence.
Terminate your existence? Oh, nonsense. What for?
Because you're going to marry the girl I adore.
Oh, nonsense. I won't permit it. I'm a humane man, and if you attempt anything of the kind, I shall order your instant arrest. Come, sir, desist at once, or I summon my guard.
That's absurd. If you attempt to raise an alarm, I instantly perform the happy dispatch with this dagger.
No. This is horrible. Why, you cold-blooded scoundrel, are you aware that in committing suicide, you are committing a crime which is... substitute.
What's the matter?
Tell me, is it absolutely certain that you are resolved to die?
Absolutely.
And will nothing shake your resolution?
Nothing.
Threats, entreaties, prayers, all useless?
All my mind is made up.
Well then, if you really mean what you say, and if you're absolutely resolved to die, and if nothing will shake your determination, don't spoil yourself by committing suicide, but be handsomely beheaded at the hands of the public executioner.
I don't see how that would benefit me.
You don't? Observe. You shall have a month to live, and you shall live like a fighting cock at my expense. When the day comes, there'll be a grand public ceremonial. You'll be the central figure. No one will attempt to deprive you of that distinction. There'll be a procession, bands, a dead march, bells tolling, all the girls in tears, yum distracted, and when it's over, general rejoicing and a display of fireworks of the evening. Well, you won't see them, of course, but they'll be there all the same.
Do you think Yum Yum would really be distracted at my death?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. Why, bless you, she's the most tender-hearted little creature alive.
I should be sorry to cause her pain. Perhaps, after all, if I were to withdraw from Japan and travel in Europe for a couple of years, I might contrive to forget her.
No, I don't think you could forget Yum Yum that easily. And after all, what is so miserable as a love-blighted life?
True.
Yes, life without Yum Yum, why, it seems absurd.
And yet, there are a good many people who have to endure it.
Poor devils, yes. You're quite right not to be of their number.
I won't be of the number.
Noble fellow.
I'll tell you how we'll manage it. You let me marry Yum Yum tomorrow, and in a month you may behead me.
No, I draw the line at Yum Yum.
Very well. You can draw the line, so can I.
Stop. Wait a moment. Be reasonable. How can I consent to your marrying Yum Yum if I'm going to marry myself?
My good friend, she'll be a widow in a month, and you can marry her then.
That's true, of course. I quite see that. But dear me, my position during the next month will be most unpleasant.
Not half so unpleasant as my position at the end of it.
Oh, but dear me, well, I agree. After all, it's only putting off my wedding for a month. But you won't prejudice her against me, will you? You see, I've educated her to be my wife, and she's been taught to believe that I'm a wise and good man. Now, I shouldn't want her views on that point disturbed.
Trust me, she shall never learn the truth from me. Katisha, the maid of whom I told you.
No, you shall not know. These arms shall thus enfold you. Oh, fool that fleeced my hallowed joys, a life that ceased no equipoise. Oh, wretch that judges from off the whole. Oh, beast that grudges those thy bestole. Thy heart I, oh fool, oh blind, give me my place, oh rash, oh days. Thy heart and mine, give me my place, oh fool, oh blind, oh rash, oh days. Thy heart and mine, give me my place.
She's my right, restore her place. Oh fool, oh blind, oh rash, oh base.
Pitti that rulest where wisdom serves, bright eye that rulest heroic nerves. Rose lip that scornest morning years, smooth tongue that warnest to writing ears. Thy glorious eye, peachy, bright eye, thy name is bright, rose lip, smooth tongue. Thy groove is nigh, thy knell is rung, peachy, bright eye, rose lip, smooth tongue. Thy knell is rung.
If thy knell is rung, peachy, bright eye, rose lip, smooth tongue. If thy knell is rung,
Away, nor prosecute your quest from our intentions well expressed. You cannot turn us. The state of your connubial views towards the person you accuse does not concern us. For he is going to marry Yum Yum. Your anger may marry, will all be merry. I think you had better succumb and join our expressions of glee. On this subject, I pray you be dumb. You'll find there are many who wait for a penny the word where your guidance is gone. There's lots of good fish in the sea. On this subject, I pray you be dumb. We think you had better succumb. You'll find there are many who wait for a penny, who wait for a penny. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There's lots of good fish in the sea. There's lots of good fish in the sea. The sea, the sea, the sea, the sea, the sea. The hour of gladness is dead and gone. In silent sadness I live alone. The hope I cherished all lifeless lies, and all has perished, all has perished, save love, which never dies, which never dies. Oh, faithless one, this insult you shall rue. If it for mercy, on your knees you'll sue. I'll tell the mouse from your disguising.
now comes the blow.
Prepare yourselves for new surprising.
How foil my foe?
No minstrel he, despite bravado. I know he is the son of your If they interrupt with this tornado, he is the only son of like a frightened roe, fluttered little heart, color calm and low, modesty at marriage tide, well becomes a pretty bride, modesty at marriage tide, well becomes a pretty bride. Brave Mary was on dress, deck the maiden Mary with loveliness, fix the pretty face by the coral fair, emphasize the grace of her ladyship, art and nature was allied, go to make a pretty bride, art and nature thus allied, go to make a pretty bride.
Yes, I am indeed beautiful. Sometimes I sit and wonder in my artless Japanese way why it is that I'm so much more attractive than anyone else in the world. Could this be vanity? No. Nature is lovely and rejoices in her loveliness. I'm a child of nature, and I take after my mother.
The sun whose rays are all ablaze in ever-living glory does not deny his majesty, he scorns to tell a story. He won't explain why blush for shame so kindly indulgent, but fierce and bold in fiery gold he glories all effulgent. I mean to rule the earth, he the sky. We really know the sun and moon. I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know our worth, the sun and behold his flame that placid day, the moon celestial highness. There's not a trace upon her face of diffidence or shyness. She borrows light that through the night mankind may her. And truth to tell, she lights up well, so I for one don't blame her. But pray make no mistake, we are not shy, we're very wide awake, the moon and moon. But pray make no mistake, we are not shy, we're very wide awake, the moon and moon. Yes, everything seems to smile upon me. I'm to be married today to the man I love best, and I believe I'm the very happiest girl in Japan.
The happiest girl indeed, for she is indeed to be envied who has attained happiness in all but perfection.
In all but perfection.
Well, dear, it can't be denied that the fact that your husband is to be beheaded in a month is, in its way, a drawback. It does seem to take the top off it, you know.
Oh, I don't know about that. It all depends.
At any rate, he will find it a drawback.
Oh, not necessarily. Bless you, it all depends.
I find it very delicate of you to speak on such a subject on such a day.
If my married happiness is to be
bridegrooms would be depressed by this sort of thing. A month? Well, what's a month? Bah, these divisions of time are purely arbitrary. Who says 24 hours makes a day?
There's a popular impression to that effect.
Then we'll face it. We'll call each second a minute, each minute an hour, each hour a day, and each day a year. At that rate, we've about 30 years of merry happiness before us.
And at that rate, this interview has lasted 4 hours and 3/4 already.
Yes. How time flies when one is thoroughly enjoying oneself.
That's the way to look at it. Don't let's be downhearted. There's a silver lining to every cloud.
Certainly. Let's be perfectly happy.
Why, yes, let's thoroughly enjoy ourselves.
I'm Pitti.
It's absurd to cry.
Why, ridiculous. Brightly dawns our wedding day.
Joyous are we give thee greeting. Whither art thou fleeting? Fickle moment, prithee stay. Fickle moment, prithee stay. What though mortal joys be hollow?
Pleasures comic, sorrows follow.
Though the tocsin sound their long and dear. Ding dong, ding dong. Yet until the shadows fall over one and over all,
Sing a merry madrigal.
sing a merry madrigal, sing a merry madrigal.
Let us dry the ready tear.
For the eyes are surely creeping, little need for woeful weeping, till the sad sundown is near, till the sad sundown is near. All must save the cup of sorrow.
Why today and no tomorrow?
Kiss the cords of every saddened soul. Ding dong, ding dong. What though solemn shadows fall, sooner, later, over all.
Sing a merry madrigal.
Sing a merry madrigal, sing a merry madrigal.
Well, go on, don't mind me.
I'm afraid we're distressing you.
Oh, never mind, I must get used to it. Only please, do it by degrees. Begin by putting your arm around her waist. There. Let me get used to that first.
Oh, wouldn't you like to retire? It must pain you to see us so affectionate together.
No, I must learn to bear it. Now oblige me by allowing her head to rest on your shoulder.
Like that?
I'm very much obliged to you. Now, kiss her. Thank you. Simple torture.
Oh, bear up. After all, it's only for a month.
No, it's no sense deluding oneself with false hopes.
What do you mean?
My child, my poor child, how shall I break it to her? My little bride that was to have been.
Was to have been?
Yes, you can never be mine.
I'm so glad.
I have just ascertained that by the Mikado's law, that when a married man is beheaded, his wife is buried alive.
Buried alive?
Buried alive, yes indeed, a most unpleasant death.
But whom did you get this from?
Oh, from Pooh, he's my solicitor.
But he must be mistaken.
So I thought. So I consulted the Attorney General, the Lord Chief Justice, the Master of the Rolls, the Judge Ordinary, and the Lord Chancellor. They were all of the same opinion. Never knew such unanimity on a point of law in all my life.
But stop a bit. This law has never been put into force.
Not yet. You see, flirting is the only crime punishable by decapitation, and of course, married men never flirt.
Of course. I quite forgot that. I suppose I may take it that my dream of happiness is at an end?
Darling, I don't mean to appear selfish, and I love you with all my heart. I don't suppose I shall ever love anyone else half as much. But when I agreed to marry you, my own, I had no idea, pet, that I should have to be buried alive in a month.
Nor I. It's the very first I've heard it.
It makes a difference, doesn't it?
It does make a difference, of course.
It's just burial alive. It's such a stuffy death.
I call it a beast of a death.
You see my difficulty, don't you?
Yes, and I see my own. If I insist on your carrying out your promise, I condemn you to a hideous death. If I release you, you marry KoKo at once.
Here's how we do. If I